So, hey everybody, welcome to the Smite Force. You guys are the Smite Force, I believe, Chronicles, which I guess is chronicling your smiting. You're just a big party of murder hobos. But anyway, when we were last here, when we were last here for like the last several weeks, you were in this little atrium, and your colleague, Tyrros, is on the other side of that door you verified, in a cage, bloodied and bruised. Although Tyrros, did you get a heal? Did something happen? I can't remember. Someone was going to try. Oh no, you came
No,
to.
I came to, and I had rooted around underneath the straw and some stuff, and I found myself a little piece of metal that I can attempt to do a lockpick.
And you guys, it helps. It helps when you have turned your keyboard on. That's why I could not do anything in the game. I am a moron. Anyway, so when you were last here, yeah, you guys had dispatched some baddies here. Many of them have been drawn towards the door. I believe that Glory has been sticking to the shadows and has made her way about halfway through that room, on her way to do something. What else? That's about it, right? Any questions? Any comments? Anyone?
No.
Nope, indeed. Well, then we are at the bottom of round. You guys remember how to open up the combat tracker, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so we're at the bottom of the round, which means that I need you guys to do something super glorious, and that is roll for initiative. Oh, I gotta unpause. There we go. And I'll roll for Toph. Normal. And we go to the next round. I hope. All right, so Glory is at the top of the stack. Where's Tempe?
That was a wonderful sound effect.
Thank you. That is the round is beginning sound. I've done some tweaking.
That was some Christopher Nolan stuff.
Yeah, we're getting towards that video game feel, right? So, awesome. So, Glory, you are at the top of the stack. You are now out of earshot of the rest of the party. Where is Salem?
Salem is back in hell.
Okay, yeah. So you dismissed Salem. Okay, yeah. So there's no conduit of conversation back to that group right now.
No.
Which it ain't no thing. But I do want to say
one
that
with the shadows.
You are one with the shadows. And at some point you'll be able to communicate with Tyrros, hopefully. But otherwise, just so you know, anything that is said on the other side of that wall, you don't actually know in game, and you can't contribute anything to what they're scheming until you guys are within speaking distance.
Okay.
Awesome. And oh, by the way, did everyone click on the whisper thing? Did it work for you? Did it open up?
Yep. Very cool.
All right. Nice. A lot easier, right? Awesome. On that note, Glory, what you gonna do?
Cool. So I want to go the rest of the way within the shadows to Tyrros, and I want to hand him a potion of what is it called? Well, I want to assess like how bad he looks, like physically, because I have a potion of greater healing, and then I also have a potion. Actually, I have a bunch of potions of greater healing, so I'm just going to hand him a potion of greater healing.
Okay, you're gonna try to do that sort of in the shadows, and looks like, looks like there's shadows most of that way through, with the exception of that little area ahead. So here's the thing: you have some shadows, you have some cover. I mean, it's pretty strategic. It's pretty good. You're going to need to do, even though you're doing one with shadows, it requires shadows, correct?
Yes.
And there are no shadows for the next 15, Well, there's no shadows for the next 20 feet. However, after about 10 feet, you are behind barrels. Right? So you can hide there. But I'm going to need you to, if you want to move through there silently, because I'm looking at it. You're one with darkness. You are in an area of dim light or darkness. Yeah, so it's not going to work in that little where that sconce is flickering. Just so you know.
Okay.
So you're going to need to roll a stealth check. So are you trying to move to say here? Is that where you're going?
Well, I don't really know where. I can't really see where Tyrros is. Hold on.
Oh, you knew from the reconnaissance that I believe Stefanos did. I don't know, in 2023 sometime. That Tyrros is probably along the west wall because you guys did some detection, and he was detected to be right below some patrons on the west wall of the inn upstairs. Right, so the spidey sense was he was either above you or below. You've identified that he's below, so he's probably somewhere on that west wall.
Okay.
So somewhere over.
Because I had opened the door.
Area.
Because I had opened the door and I had seen him, so as long as I'm going, I can't see him right now in my screen. That's all I'm saying. So my character's seen him. I personally cannot. So I'm not going to be, unless. I guess I could just go pull my character that direction.
So decide where you want to move, and then I'm going to have you roll a stealth.
My question is, all right, whatever.
Well, no, ask your question. I want to make sure that we honor your question.
I can't, hold on. I cannot multitask right now. Even though I'm walking in front of the sconce, and it's not under a shadow.
It's behind barrels.
Nobody knows that. Nobody really knows I'm there, and everyone's looking in the direction of the door. So would they be rolling with a disadvantage?
So they're not rolling anything. I just need to see if you make any sounds. So what's happened is you only have about 7 feet to get past. Like you're obscured pretty well. So it's going to be a really low DC. It's basically seeing if you trip.
Oh, okay,
right?
Cool. So I can't move my character. It keeps pulse, it has this.
In your upper left-hand corner, make sure that the top 2 tokens are selected: the person and the box.
Yes, they are.
Oh, and what happens when you? Oh, it may think you're in a wall. Hold on. So I'm just going to move you away from the wall and see if that helps. Okay, now can you move?
Nope, it keeps doing this pulsing thing anytime I click myself. I have a solar system around me.
Yeah, that's normal. That means it's your turn.
Yeah.
And we're in. Oh, I'm so stupid.
Movement change to combat turn. Okay, so
My
maybe
bad.
now I can.
It was me. I'm an idiot. Yeah, so move to where you want to go, and then we'll roll stealth for that piece of it.
So.
And you can do it in 2 parts. So you don't have to do the whole thing.
So behind the barrels, I can't.
Hold shift down, and you can break the grid. So you don't have to. You can't move.
No, but I'm saying is the space? Can I tell whether or not I can fit between the space between the? I can.
Yeah, and if you hold shift, it lets you. So here's where you're going to get to, Sarah. Let me ping. This is as far as you're going to be able to go. Right, because you're going to be going in stealth. You're going to have to go in stealth, yeah. And you lose half your movement for stealth. So let me roll your stealth. And here, it's not going to be very high. Epic roll. So all you have to do is beat a 3. I mean, there's 17 numbers you can get that are above a 3.
You know me. I'm going to glory roll this.
Well, let's hope not.
Oh. Hey,
I believe you're fine.
Ooh,
all right.
Almost
So right now you are behind barrels. You are back in the shadows, and there are shadows all the way along that wall to the northwest corner, and it looks like it continues to be dark, but you can't see around the rest of the barrels. So it looks like you can follow that wall in the darkness all the way pretty close to where you're trying to get to, from what you remember. But that does, unless you want to take an action, that does end your turn. You can take an action.
Um, yeah, I think.
And I'm gonna get you off the wall. Just so you, there you go. So now, there it is. Now you're off the wall. Okay.
So I can't see Tyrros yet.
Nope. You can't see. What you can see in the game is what you can see.
I get it, but like, I don't remember what I saw before I got here. So now I'm
Well,
like,
in the
all
real
right,
world,
cool.
in the real world, it's been a lot of weeks. In the other world, you stepped forward in that door, and you saw halfway on the door on the wall, right about here where I'm pinging. So you see where I'm pinging, right?
Yeah.
You can't see what's there, but you can see pinging. But you saw roughly in that area is Tyrros.
Okay, so and that just that space I made was 15 paces.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Other than just readying myself, just in case someone like sees me or I stumble upon something, I just want to make sure that I'm very focused to getting to Tyros. But I've ended
So you're
my
ready.
turn.
If anyone comes into view with and sees you, then you'll get first attack.
Right. Yes.
Okay. And you've already hit your next turn, so it is now this guy's turn. Right. So he's going to position himself here. And that means his turn's over. And the door is open, right? Yeah. All right. So, he's going to ready himself. And next. All right, Dinjarin, you are up. There's a lot going on down south.
All right. Being Dinjarin, I'm just running right in to this guy.
That tracks.
And I am going to attack him with my maul.
All right.
I'm showing. Not usability. Normal. And then I think I'll attack him again.
All right. So Greenos looks at you and is like, "What did I ever do to you, man?"
Kidnapped our friend. Obvious.
And I said, "You lived." Oh no!
Oh, awesome! This is awesome. Awesome
Fumble
news for me.
macro.
So let's see if that fumble macro works, Mr. Dinjarin. God empathy. This is a fumble, right? Will your god feel so bad for you that they roll back time and allow you to re-roll? You lucky duck.
Oh.
Take your attack. You got a positive nasty fumble.
I got a good one. I did so bad. He was like, "Oh man."
Yeah.
So all of a sudden it's like, but I still miss.
You still miss, but at least you nothing horrible happened to you.
Cool. And do I want to do anything bonusy? Nah, I'm not going to do anything as a bonus. That's the end of my turn.
Aight. Let's see, what's this guy got going on? What's he got going on? Not much. Right about here. There. Comes up to you with his scimitar. He's not a particularly scary looking dude. But you know, a blade is a blade, you think to yourself as this guy comes upon you. He raises it as he's running towards you, and you swear you hear him making silly sounds as he does so. But he does miss. And that ends his turn. Tempe.
All right. I think I'm going to move. So Toph doesn't get in my way.
That sounds like a song. Toft is always in my way.
And
Ooh, you're going right up.
10 more feet.
And as you walk into
wanna
range
make
of
sure
Dinjarin, you feel
doesn't
that
get
aura of
surrounded.
protection. So
Nice.
you're feeling good.
And I will be targeting and trying to finish off Carid.
Garrett?
And I'm gonna use my spike chain.
Ooh, it's been a while. Been a while.
I know, right? I'll get back to the bow in no time.
And that is a hit. So your spike chain comes down upon Karen. And?
Yeah, nope.
There's a bit of a lag.
Yeah. Favored foe is not part of the spike chain, so we'll not be using that.
And yeah, and Kira just like falls to the ground. Worse for the wear, as they say. And he turns into pile.
All right. No bonus moves associated with the spike chain. So I will end my turn and set my sights over on these jerks.
He squares up to you as you look at him. He don't monkey around.
It won't even let me turn. Come on.
So some good news for people while he figures out how to turn his character. I can turn your character. You want me to turn it for you just to save some time?
It's saying I have lack permission to update my token. I think
Weird.
it turned a little bit.
I turned it. It was I turned it for you. But those who haven't looked at our stock today, it is up a lot.
It is.
I mean, it still sucks comparatively, but it's up a lot.
We're up in the 60s, baby.
Yeah. we're
I was worried when we got
above the
downgraded,
mid-60s.
and yeah, when we got downgraded last week and we dropped back into the 50s, I was starting to sweat.
Yeah, it's all going to be okay.
It's a buying opportunity, David.
Oh, and by the way, in your periphery, Tempe, you do see slinking along that back wall in the shadows, just flickering in a little bit of light right now, is Glory. So you see that she's sort of making her way to Tyrros. I don't know if she shared that with you or not before she went into the room, but at least you're drawing sort of that mental math. I just wanted to call that out. So now you see what she's doing.
Mm-hmm. Whoa. Someone flamed me.
Wait, who flamed you?
I don't know, my token's on fire.
Okay, I must have accidentally hit a button.
Oh, now it's gone.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Just a little preview.
Although maybe that's just the game saying that you are on fire today.
Could be. I mean, one hit, one kill. Pretty great.
And I just sent one of you a whisper to see if it worked because I've not been able to test my coding. So one of you now have a private message. And if you would be so kind as to send me one, that would be fantastic. That person.
It says I may have missed a turn. That's why it set me on fire, but I didn't.
Oh, it's my turn. I'm sitting here waiting for you to go. Ah, my bad.
Yeah, I'm good.
You are good. I'm sitting here being a dummy. Let's see. We got this guy here. And he targets you. And you see this curved object flying towards you. Oh my god, there is so much lag right now. Did anything happen?
No, I haven't seen anything yet.
Do you have a reaction up or anything?
Nope.
Okay, let me try this again. All right, he's just gonna move up because I don't know what's going on with that. And he doesn't have you targeted. It says you're targeted, but you're not targeted. Okay.
Well, I have myself selected, but that's all I can see.
So he comes down upon you. There we go. With his battle axe. Oh.
Battle
And he
axe.
misses you. That's
Whip.
okay. He gets another shot at you. Goodness gracious, he misses you. And that ends his turn.
The gods have favored me in this combat today.
So even though no, my bad. You're not targeted. That wouldn't make any sense. So Jaren's targeted, and it comes at you with a short sword. Normal. And not surprisingly, it misses.
Swing and a miss.
And in his other hand, he has a dagger. And this time he connects. So it does a little bit of damage, but that ends his turn. Cult leader, you just sort of see moving forward a few feet. Right about to here. Still in pretty good position. And Glory, you don't see these. Actually, you don't see anything right now. Tyrros, you hear some scurrying, just barely audible scurrying, and you're seeing sort of these cultists sort of make their way towards the door to deal with whatever the hell's coming through the door. But you hear some scurrying to the upper left, to the north position, to the north.
Yep, to the north.
My brain's not firing on all cylinders
I don't
today.
see anything though.
No, you don't see anything. But you're still a little hurt, and don't forget, you don't really have inventory right now.
Yeah. No, the only thing that I have is that little piece of metal that I picked up that I am going to use to try and pick the lock.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because I see that the cultists are all facing east, and no one really has eyes on me right now.
Yeah, because you're bloodied, and they aren't too worried about you right now. Is your sort of thought?
Yeah.
This, and for this round, you get 1 per round. So let's see if you get it this time. And epic roll, and you're like, oh my god. So under the mastery, you know, despite your pain and a little trembling from your nerves and all of that, you manage to find just the right combination of tumblers right in this lock, and you hear the satisfying click of this lock opening up and falling loose. So the door is now, the lock is unlocked, and your action was to unlock the lock. Doors are a free action. You're welcome to open the door if you want, and then you still have all of your movement. But I'm going to let you think through what you want to do.
Yeah, I am feeling incredibly weak. I have been beaten to a pulp. I still see cultists within a view of me. I don't want to risk anything right now. I know that my team is coming, obviously.
Well, you know that somebody's coming. Oh, actually, you saw some of your team, right? That's right.
I'm going to stay where I am. The lock is unlocked, so I now have an opportunity to get out. So I will stay where I'm at for the time being.
All right, sounds good.
And with that, I will end my turn.
This brings us to Alexandria, who hopefully has fast enough internet action to go. Your Alexandria is in the game. Her ping is fine. Are we there?
Yes, I am in fact here. Okay. It's time for Alexandria to both slice and dice.
All right, I tested my public message as a yay for you. And you're still dressed as a cultist, so it's a little confusing to these guys when you walk in, despite it being in combat, that like there's this bird creature dressed as a cultist.
So, say,
Oh, can't hear you.
whole to, oh. I texted in the chat.
I don't see anything in the chat from you yet. Oh, Discord. I can't do Discord chat while I'm playing the game. Ah, so she says, Cult Fanatic Mushu, the cavalry is here. What can I do? Okay, so I need you. Hold on. So Mushu, where's Mushu? All right, so we're gonna do a contested roll, and this is a deception check. And deception. Deception. Does anyone recall what deception's against? It's against
Oh,
Is
good
it against
question.
Don't you just roll a straight deception check, and if you set the DC, it has to be based off of the situation.
But it's usually against some part of their character. I think it's either their charisma, or maybe is it wisdom? I think it's charisma. So request. Yeah, but no, it's against that character because some characters are easier to deceive than others. All right, so I'll roll for the fanatic. And yeah, you did not deceive this guy. So he's like, bullshit. We don't allow birds into the cult. So yeah, he doesn't buy it for a minute, Alexandria. That was not your action though. That was just a bonus. So you can still take an action or use any movement that you have left. Although any movement right now, you're within opportunity attack, unless you stay with it. So Alexandria is like, okay, Mushi, I guess I'll just stab you. Oh, okay, so same shit. You and I need to get together and fix this. All right, so let me target for you, and then we're gonna use Baphomet's. Are you? Can you slack? You're not. Are you using poison? Has it been poisoned or not? All right, so let's do that. And usability. And hits normal. Wow, this does a solid 8 of damage. Good old dagger. And you have multi-attack, correct? As if commanded by a force beyond my will, I feel my knife move. And yes, so are you attacking same person? All right. And no sooner does the dagger plunge and get withdrawn from Mushu, that Alexandria plunges that dagger yet again. And here it comes. Baphomet flies through the air just as a normal dagger. Go there. And she hits with a 5. That flippin' dagger. Normal roll.
So powerful.
Another 7 of damage. So she's awesome. Yeah, she is pretty good. She is. Awesome. And I think that ends your turn. Or do you have anything else? And Mushu just owns his bird racism as if like it's a thing and it's okay. All right, so let's see this guy. Ooh, where can he move to? So this mystic pops into your periphery.
Oh shit.
And he looks pretty scary. Let's see what he's got. Okay, he's that. And you see him cast something on you. You have to roll because you see as this sort of flame come down. And did you roll in the
Shut up.
your dexterity in the chat?
Shot a bottle rocket at me.
He should have, I think, advantage or... Let me double check, because my aura protection, he has...
It should default to, but yeah, let's see. Tempe, you have to roll your dexterity saving
Yeah,
throw
okay.
in the chat. Yeah.
Is it normal or... I think
Which one-
Curtis
Yeah,
said
just
I have an
do it
advantage.
normal. You should get a +4 bonus to it
Okay.
once you roll.
Yep, you did, and you saved. So you
No,
only
I
took
got a
half
big
the
bonus,
damage.
yeah.
And because he didn't do a melee attack, that ends his turn. All right, this brings us to Toph. Now, Toph is a badass tank. Do you guys think she would rush the room? How do you think she'd
Yeah.
play this?
Yeah, probably.
And she has Spirit
Yeah.
Guardians that I applied.
Yeah.
All right, and so how far can she move? She can move 40 feet, right? So she can push past. It looks like she can push past. Yeah, so then she can go to here, and she'll stay within. She'll stay within range. So she used up part of hers to push past. And who would she take out? I think she would take out this person here. So she targets, and then Toph raises her. Oh, interesting.
Warhammer.
No, she doesn't have a hammer. She does have a pretty awesome longsword, though. That's what she's going to use. So there it is. Has a +2 on it, which is good. So this thing comes down and hits this person bad enough that they have to roll an injury.
Just
All
a
right.
flesh wound.
So applying stubborn hemorrhaging. Let me make sure I have the right person selected, and I apply it. Boom. And that means with every beat of your heart, you can feel your lifeblood spilling out. At the end of each turn, you take damage to your maximum hit points. Scale to the damage that caused the injury. So what was the damage? It was 16. So gets 4. She gets D4 additional damage. This person gets D4 additional damage every turn. So that comes off now.
Righteous.
And let me get rid of that. So goodbye, 4 more. And I believe, does Toph have multi-attack? Does anyone know? I am not familiar with barbarians.
I believe a barbarian does get multi-attack.
Yeah, because she's not, and she can rage and all sorts of stuff, but I don't think that she would rage at this point. I think she would save that until needed. So then she's going to just retarget that same.
I think she's already raging, isn't she?
Oh, is she? Was she already raging?
I think so.
Oh yeah, she is raging. What does rage mean? Okay, rage means.
She gets half the damage when attacked by a melee attack, I believe.
Ah.
And then I think she gets another attack with rage, but I'm not sure. So she may get 3 attacks total, but I'm not sure on that one. You may have to be a certain level to get that.
All right, so let's do that, and then she's here, and it's the same thing. Normal. Another solid amount of damage, and then hold on, I'm trying to see if rage advantage damage with strength. Details. Alright, and then she also has reckless attack going, I think. Oh no, she doesn't have reckless attack. So reckless attack, I think, is what gives you the other attacks. I think. Thank God no one watches our YouTubes, because they would be yelling at me around and saying, "Why don't you know this?" I got to figure it out next time. But that's going to end her turn.
She gets a +2.
Yeah, she has that.
Oh, okay.
All right, Stephanos, you find yourself all alone in this room.
Yep. I'm gonna come through the door as well.
Makes sense.
Oh.
Yeah, so you see a whole lot of blood and a lot of confusing people. And now Alexandria is in her robes, but you do see little bird feet below, so you know that she's not a black cultist. I never did ask Alexandria, does she wear shoes, or is it just little bird feet? So you are now in.
I'd love to wear.
Do they have shoes? Don't forget, you can use the. Don't forget, Alexandria. You can use the public message or the party message macro, the guy with his mouth open, and add grandiose things to your chats. I'm not going to force you to do that, but I don't always notice the little ones in the chat. But anyway, so it looks like Stephanos is. Are you targeting Mushu?
I'm targeting Mushu, and I'm going to use my spell Inflict Wounds.
Ooh. Oh, and it does. Hits him. He has some wounds being inflicted. And it does, holy crap, it does 19 points of damage. That is, for a healer, you're pretty badass.
And that's the end of my turn.
Well, you did plenty. So it's getting super crowded. Darrett's coming around. There is his 15 feet. How far does he get to go? He gets to go 30 feet. That's 15, so that's going to use up 5 of his feet to get up here. So he's up there. He's up there now. I have to roll for him. He has to roll a skill to see if he falls. The acrobatics. And he is fine. So Dinjarin, behind you, you feel the presence of someone. And you see the glint of a scimitar coming down upon you. Oh, and he has targeted himself for some reason. And he gets another attack.
He missed so bad he hit himself.
It's crazy. And here it is again. Scimitar. Normal. And he missed again. Man, your AC's high. And this brings us to one other guy who sort of is just gonna back up. There's no room to rush at this point. Just hanging tight. And Murin's gonna ready himself. So if any of you break out of this bundle of whatever and come within melee, he's going to attack. But we're at the bottom of the round. I need everyone to roll their initiative, please. Alright. Toph, normal. And there's that. Alright. Why is this person coming up as potentially it's their turn? Alright, so we're all rolled. We go to the next round. Top of the stack, I believe, is Alexandria. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not Alexandria. It's Tyrros.
Yeah, that was a weird glitch in the combat tracker.
There was a weird lag.
Yeah.
So you're in the cage.
I honestly have I have not seen any of my party yet. I don't know what's going on. I'm still going to stay hunkered down.
That would
basically I'm going to ready myself to bolt if something does happen.
All right.
Where is my?
You mean to dash?
Yeah, to dash.
Okay.
With what little strength I have. Do I need to activate anything or just?
You just hit ready in your toolbar.
Where is my ready?
It's under features.
I thought Glory gave you a potion of critical healing.
Glory hasn't made it there yet.
Okay.
You want me to ready you so we can move on?
I just found it.
Okay, there it is. Okay. Awesome. End your turn. Now it's Toph's turn. And she doesn't like that Sturo hasn't died yet. So again, she's tempted just to slap him across the face with her big barbarian hand. But she is going to use her longsword. And target. This is that. It's so funny when you guys have your mouse over other characters, it'll put your name over them, and I'm always thinking I have the wrong people targeted. It's so funny. I don't know if it's funny, haha. It's just funny. All right, so little Sturo just explodes into mush, and of course, drops his loot. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Toph needs to pick up her loot. Alright, so there it is. This guy drops a loot. Boom. And then Toph targets Mushu for her second attack with the same thing. And again, normal attack, hits again hard, and explodes another person. and just has this sort of satisfied look on her face, as if it's all in a day's work. And that ends her turn. That puts us to Glory, who's slinking into the shadows. So it's nice and dark. You can sort of see where the wall comes down. And you can move your full movement without stealth at this point.
Nice. Okay, so I'm going to go here. And as I'm rounding this corner, I imagine I lock eyes with... If I lock eyes with Tyrros, I kind of, as I'm walking, kind of put my finger up to my lips as like shush, don't say anything.
You can only go to... Hold on, yeah, that's as far as you can move on this turn.
Okay. Am I arm's distance?
Nope,
from him?
You're still 5 feet away.
Okay.
Although you know what, if you had went 90-degree angles instead of at an angle up here, that would have you could have went at an angle. So there, now you're up. I'll give it to you on that one.
Okay, thanks.
So you're within whisper distance of each other now.
Okay, cool. Hey Tyrros, stay calm. Is there anything like? I have some potion healing I'm going to give you. Anything I should know? Like what's going on? How you doing? Be very quiet.
Shh. They've beat me to a bit of a pulp, but nothing's broken as far as I know. I just came to about a minute ago. I have no idea what's going on other than I just picked this lock.
Okay. Don't open the door.
I can pop out of here, but I don't trust those cultists yet.
Yeah, and I'm going to give you some narrative, Glory.
But wait, let me...
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, in the conversation, I'll be like, okay, there's 2 things I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a potion of greater healing, and I'm going to give you a sword or a dagger or something. I don't know. I have something. So I'm going to give those 2 things to him.
Okay, and that'll be, to trade those items will be your action, just so you know.
Yes. So,
Thank you so much for coming.
So while you're doing that, I'm going to give you the narrative of what you see.
Okay.
No, wait, I can't give that to you yet. Hold on. I'm deleting what I just wrote, because this is for after everything's done. So stupid.
I'm going to give you a dagger. Give you my vicious dagger. Wait, what? Why'd you close the trading window?
Oh, nothing was pop. I thought I dragged something over. Sorry.
No, hold on. Just give me a second. I'm giving you things. A second. It's just taking me some time. I'm slow. Okay. Here's a vicious dagger and a potion of greater healing. Just give me a second. Okay, this is confusing. Oh, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Okay.
I see them. They've
There.
gone through.
All right. Did it work?
It's
yes.
going right
look
now.
at me using what I'm supposed to be doing. Awesome. Cool. All right.
All right, now you can't use those on this turn, Tempe, because it's or Tyrros, because it's your turn. It's over. And that would end your turn. But Glory, what you do see is you see this chair. Well, it looks a bit like this. I can show you the image. I can't give you the narrative yet.
Oh, lovely.
There it is.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So he's very hurt. Like he's gotten his ass handed to him. And by the way, for those who use Midjourney, it did not want to make that image. And then when I finally got it to do blood, it was gratuitous.
You gotta say like red jam or something.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I never thought about that.
Strawberry
Awesome.
jam.
So end your turn, Glory, and then it'll bring us to Jinjara.
My bad. It won't. The end turn button isn't available anymore.
All right, I will just do next for you.
Thank you.
All right, Curtis.
All right. Seeing as how many of my compatriots are here, I'm going to say, like, you know what? They could probably take this and finish these guys up here. And I am going to Misty Step as a bonus action.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
over to here. It's not letting me move though.
It looks like you're in measure mode.
Oh, that's why. Okay, never mind. There we go. Over to this guy. Of course, let me turn.
Wow.
Turn.
And does that take your movement, or is that just an action?
That's a bonus action.
Okay.
So it's not my movement or anything, so I can still move after this. It won't let me turn for some reason.
Everybody's saying that I'm using shift arrow keys to turn you guys, and it's doing it just fine.
Yeah, I'm using shift and my mouse like I used to, but it doesn't do it for some reason. And then with that, I'm gonna pick this guy, which it's also not letting me do for some reason. Okay, let's see. Cult leader Kalidali. Where are you in here? Target you. I'm targeting you.
Are you moving
Okay,
still?
it's not letting me. No.
Are you in target mode?
Yeah.
This is one of the things where it's hard for me to help you guys because I can't target on your. I can fight on your behalf, but I can't target for you.
I can't even right click on the guy.
There you are.
There we go. That's weird. Maybe it was just a lag thing. Then I'm going to attack him with my Baphomet's Maw.
Going to the mall.
Oh my god.
You hit.
Did I get a 1? Oh, I hit.
You hit.
And then I'm also going to use my Divine Smite.
Holy crap.
And
So yeah, you do 22 points of damage, and this guy's hurt, but not as bad as you were hoping.
Alright, and now I'm having a hard time targeting him again. See, it just...
Go ahead.
It's just pinging him. Like when I try to target him, I just get that like ping look.
That's what someone else was saying too.
It wasn't doing that to me earlier, but now it is.
I think I'm going to turn the setting back on at some point where whatever you've targeted remains targeted. I don't know. I want your opinion on that because I turned it off because people were inadvertently targeting wrong people, and so this made you target someone specifically each time.
There we go. Okay.
If that doesn't work, use your toolbar to target it and see if that works. The 3 concentric circles, yeah. The mall comes down again. He said, I've already been to the mall today. Do not want to come back. Ouch. And that hammer comes down and thwops him. An additional 13. And this time, he gets shaky, right? And, almost drops to his knees.
And then with that, I'm not gonna move out of his way, but I'm gonna kind of roll to be behind him. Like after I hit him, I roll around to his back, just kind of get out of the way, and that is it with my turn.
I'll say. All right. What's this guy got? So, seeing that you disappeared and reappeared, this guy makes his way over to here to help his pal out, but that's all he can do on his turn, I believe. Yep. All right. So, 2 things happen. So I got to look at his badassery. So he targets Dinjarin, and without missing a beat, flips around, and you're looking eye to eye to this guy, and he's not just some normal cultist. He's got something going on. All right. So you hear him mutter something cryptic. And then from the ceiling, drops a spider.
Just a little tiny one though? Not like a giant spider or anything?
A
Just
little
tiny.
A little house spider.
On my shield.
Yeah. And this guy gets to go into the combat tracker. We roll his initiative, normal. And if you're
Well,
lucky,
that didn't work out like I had thought.
and that was one of his first things. And the second thing he does is target you. And hold on.
By the way, when the spider falls down, everyone hears Dinjarin yell, "It wants my curtain way!"
And he has advantage because you're flanked. Oh, and he misses you with a 19. Jesus Christ, was that close? That had to be close.
It's getting there.
Oh my God, your AC you're like unhittable. Fudge. All right, so he missed it. That ends his turn. Alexandria, this cultist in front of you, it is clear to him that you are not a cultist. He's seen you do bad thing to his brethren. Raises his longbow, but because of his position, he has to roll with disadvantage, it seems. And so you live to fight another day. And because it was not, he can attack twice with melee. He's not doing melee. He did range. That ends his turn. All right, so you are targeted. And same thing. He attacks you. Ooh.
Got another bottle rocket up your sleeves.
Holding that. No, damn it. Okay. Hit you with Sacred Flame. Ah, you pissed him off. Roll your save in the chat window. You see it, right? Tempe in the chat window?
Yeah.
Hey.
Laggy.
You take full damage.
Ah.
What? 2? 2 damage? That's it? Lame. That is well. If you'd have succeeded, you only would have taken 1 damage. So I guess there's that. It's now your turn, Tempe.
All right. Gonna fire right back at him. Something a little more powerful.
Fire.
The
No Beavis and Butthead
Baphomet
fans.
sworn enemy. Fire. And let's see. Use ability. Has no available uses remaining. I don't know what this means.
Did you actually use them, or is that a bug?
It's usually the like magic that comes with the bow. I'm gonna unclick consume available usage and use the ability now. But I was gonna say the words of sworn enemies, which is swift death to my enemies.
Uh-oh. So that would be a fumble, my friend. So yeah, you missed. Right. The arrow doesn't come anywhere close. As a matter of fact, you hit those barrels just to your left. What happens when you roll from the fumble table? 0. So you reach for your flask to claim your nerve, but you accidentally grab poison. You are poisoned for 10 rounds, or until someone addresses the issue. So, all right, 10 rounds, my friend. Poisoned.
So if I'm poisoned, am I just at a disadvantage or something?
Doesn't he have to roll for how many rounds?
No, it automatically does it. If you look at see where it says so it automatically rolls it. Yeah, it's poison. Oh yeah, I optimized the heck out of all that stuff now. So that ain't booze. All right, so you're poisoned, and that brings us to Alexandria. Excuse me, wrong hole. Wrong hole. I would love to stab. All right, I'm guessing stabbing Greenos, right? Greenos? Oh, Mark Spam. Stabbing Mark Spam. Where's Mark Spam? Oh, there it is. Yeah, Greenos. Okay. Oh, Marksman. Marksman. I read it. All right, so I was looking for someone named Mark Spam. I'm like, I don't see that guy. All right, so Alexandria, Baphomet Stagger of Venom. What happens if I hit this? Sarah's going potty. Hold on. Baphomet Stagger of Venom. And do not consume. Disability. Normal. And 7 points of damage. And is it safe to assume second verse same as the first? Yep. All right. So Alexandria then targets again. Hit her with the best shot. All right, Baphomet. Boom. And there it is. And this time it's a 4, so this time it's she cries out as she swings her dagger wildly. Unfortunately, that crying out, it's sort of like she lost her focus and missed. And I believe that ends your turn, correct? Or do you want to move or anything, or you reposition yourself? You still have a little bit of move. Oh, it's Stefanos' turn. Stefanos, within sight, you see cultist Darrett up on some barrels. You see Greenos bleeding out just to the southwest of Darrett, and all of the other Red Road people around you in your immediate area are your friends.
I think I'm going to need to attack Darrett, and then I'll come back for Tyrros in the next round to relieve him of the poison.
All right.
Once Darrett's coming up.
And if you can't target, make sure that you have your selector proper. And if it's pinging, you can always try the 3 concentric circles over there on the left, which is a targeting using your just left-click target.
I'll do my arrow.
All right. She raises her crossbow, and that arrow just flies right between the 2 cultists.
Jeez.
Glances gingerly off the wall, though. Give it a little spark, a little spectacular. And do you have another attack? I can't remember.
I don't. I'm going to make a move and then end my turn.
All right. Makes sense. All right. Because someone's got Spirit Guardian going. Normal. And has to roll this. Normal. So just because whoever has Spirit Guardian going, who is that? Is that Toph?
I put it on Toph and Alexandra.
Yeah, so, that's why it came up twice. Yeah, so they just did 8 points of damage just because it was their turn. So Alexandria is targeted. And comes at you with... Ooh. So this thing is wielding a dagger, Alexandria, and you're pretty sure that it's going to this person is going to hit you with that dagger pretty hard, but out of nowhere, comes a firebolt, but it misses you. And that ends its turn. And it's Darrett's turn. He now has to do that, and he has to do his stuff. And I am of the wind. See me float like a feather. And rolls an injury. Just that Spirit Guardian's messing this person up pretty bad. Got a flash burn. So let me highlight him and flash burn him. So he's blinded for 1 day. So he now is screwed. So you guys see this cultist sort of like feeling around. What the fudge, man? And you see him sort of reach out to the wall, and just using his mental memory, just sort of wedges himself like his back into this back corner here. Just the only place that he knows is somewhat safe for him, and he sort of squats down. And that ends his... I don't think he can do anything that doesn't require... Nope. Yeah, he can't do anything. So that ends his turn, and that means that we roll for initiative. We may make it through this today after all. Alright. I'm rolling for Toph. And we're just waiting on Alexandria to roll her initiative. Alright, it's all rolled. We go to the next round. Here comes that fancy sound. Supposedly. Alright. So... this cultist is like, anyone been to the Cayman Islands? Get it? Yeah. Anyway. He still maintains his targeting on Alexandria. And... Longbowser. But she has some cover due to all of the stuffs around her. And I miss. And that ends the turn. Sarah, you're up against the cage with Mr. Rose, the Tyrros.
So I want to know, has Tyrros has not taken... he hasn't done it yet. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I didn't really get this far in my thinking, because I really didn't think I was going to get a 20. All right, I'm going to... I have to get... Oh, no. I'm so sorry. I'm going to go back into the... I'm still in the shadows, right? I'm going to do an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
On this giant-ass spider.
All right, and as soon as you do that, you're no longer one with the shadows.
Yes. Well, actually, shit. I think I'm really just going to...
Oh, go back. Go back where you came.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to kind of go back. I don't think I'm going to actually attack anything yet.
Okay.
So I'm going to just kind of go back into the shadows.
All right.
And I'm going to, you know what I'm going to... If I were to do a stinking cloud, would that expose me?
Yep. Any action that you take.
All right. I ended.
All right. So, Mr. Dinjarin, this guy is still behind you. And he's trying to think what he can do that's going to hurt you.
Hopefully he doesn't have more spiders to bring down. It's definitely something Dinjarin hates, spiders.
All right, so he casts command on Dinjarin.
Oh, cool. I should have advantage on this. Or a bonus. Which saved me.
Son of a bitch. All right. And
By the way, I also have Spirit Guardians.
that ends that. No?
What's that?
For what?
You
You have what
should.
now?
Spirit Guardians.
I have Spirit Guardians on me as well.
Oh. It's not, but for some reason that's not triggering.
Oh, maybe I have to be near you, Stephanie. Or Stefano.
Yeah, I think it might be a proximity thing. That might be a, yeah. All right, so anyway, on that note, that ends his turn. And Murin comes over. Hold on, before I do that. Yeah. Spins towards you. And he sizes you up and realizes that, like, man, like, he's not sure he could do much damage to you. So he's going to try to restrain you. And that would be strength versus strength. Here's hoping for the best. And Dinjarin in the chat window. Oh, you are restrained, my friend. So you feel his arms wrap around you.
Just by 1 point, too.
By 1 point,
Just-
yeah. So you're restrained until you're attacked, or until on your turn you do a contested roll and you break it with a strength check.
And is that my action?
Yep. All right, and this guy is now, he's up in that corner and he's blind, right? But every time it's his turn, he feels like this weird, like spirit enter his body and steal his life force. And he rolls. That's a badass thing, whoever passed that.
That was me.
So he's in the corner and he feels it, and his body just pops like a zit into the wall, and that's the end of him. Was that a decorative enough way to describe that?
Visual.
Yes, pretty gross. Honestly, I think I rely on the visual of these guys popping way too much. I've got to come up with better death scenarios. But anyway, that's his turn, and that means that it is Tyrros.
All right. First order is I am going to drink this potion of greater healing.
Right, that's your action, just so you know. You know that, right?
Yep. Inventory.
So you target yourself, and then you just click the
Target myself,
dice.
yeah.
And as you raise the bottle to your mouth, the cult leader sees across the floor that you suddenly have you suddenly have this potion of greater healing. And like, what the hell?
Which cult leader?
This guy right here.
Because he's blocked by both Dinjarin and a spider. Can he really see what I'm doing?
He can easily see behind. So Dinjarin's the same height, and the spider has little mandible legs, right? So he can totally see you.
I think that's a stretch. I mean, he could also just be like doing it like this, you know?
No, there's a prisoner, and even though they were distracted, there's awareness of what's going on with the prisoner.
Okay, oh, there we go. Now I'm targeted.
Look at that.
Sweet. Half of my strength back.
Yeah, so you're feeling a little better. You know, you're not perfect, but
Yep.
You're better than you were. And do you have any bonus actions? Because you don't forget you can take all that stuff too.
Yeah, my bonuses are mostly just for attack, disengage, move.
And you have all your movement. Don't forget. And opening the door is not
all my
is
movement.
a bonus. Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to move out of here.
We'll start by opening the door. Yeah. And the cult leader eyes go big. Does anyone want to dispute that he would see the prisoner coming out of the cage, or?
No, we'll allow that one.
So you're outside. So you're outside the cage. You still have all your or you still have everything but 5 points left.
Yeah. What am I colliding with? If I try moving. Oh, there we go. Okay. And I think I have 5 left to go here.
Nope.
All right.
There you go.
That's my turn. Thank you, Glory.
All right. Who do we got here? Let's see. All right. I gotta read this again. Make sure I got it right. Action. So who can he see? Maybe this person? Person? Cannot see that person. So, target. Target. I don't know about you guys, but this interface has been super laggy today. All right, so you guys are targeted. Click this, and then make sure I do the right one. And there we go. Wrong button. And we do this one. And they cast Word of Radiance. All right. Please roll from the chat window.
Who fumbled?
It doesn't matter on this because we don't do fumbles for saves, but I don't know who it was. Tempe, you need to roll your save in the chat window. Is everybody going to save? Oh, good. At least one person didn't save. Oh my god, the damage is like negligible. Like, what is he casting level like -5 spells here? Anyway, that's his turn. All right. Dinjarin, you are incapacitated. Cultist is controlling. His last command was to attack you, though. I mean, you're restrained. So, in the wheel of time here, that's going to break your restraint after it attacks. And spider. Hold on. Bite. With advantage. And he crits you. So, the good news is you're no longer restrained. Alright, roll your hit. And roll your save. We'll get this train in motion here. So it's in the window. Oh, you did, so you only take part of that. So it does 25 points of damage on you, plus we have a critical hit roll. And rolls. For a brief moment, your target sees themselves in relation to the totality of the universe. You see a "You are here" sign flashing above your head, after which they suffer 6 points of psychic damage and fall to their knees prone. So you lose another 6. And does anyone know where I stole that from? Have we already talked about this? That's the total perspective vortex from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And you are now prone instead of
I
restrained.
just had my husband watch that movie.
The movie was not great, but
No,
the books are amazing.
Yeah, I read books. Yeah.
All right, so you're now prone, and does a spider have multi-attack? Let's find out. It does not. Ends its turn. What time is it? I think at the bottom of this stack, unless you guys think we can blaze through another one, we have about 15 minutes before we end. Not that many people left, though. All right, so Tempe, you are up. Are you still? You're going to continue to volley?
Sarangala just, yeah. I mean, I don't even know if this guy's worth attacking. You can't damage anybody.
It's true. I don't know what the hell's going on with that, by the way.
If I'm poisoned, am I at disadvantage or anything like that?
No.
Okay. All the dice from the previous roll are still on my board screen.
Yeah, you're actually your ping is okay. Milan's is a little slow. I'm checking poison just to make sure I'm not on crack, because it does do something.
It put me at disadvantage as the default highlighted.
Then it is disadvantage. Yep.
Okay.
And does it matter?
Anyway.
No. Oh man, you would have critted him.
Yeah.
Alas, we threw it away due to the poison. I keep thinking there's a bunch of cultists left, but it's mostly you guys.
Just wearing our dice. Yes. Swift death to my enemies.
Roll injury. So you did enough damage to roll. He has to roll. He's been run through. Your attack went in one end and out the other. Luckily, it missed anything vital, but you can still feel the agony of its every motion. Right, so I have to highlight him and apply ran through, and it lasts for 3 rounds. But you can still feel the agony of every bonus actions require a full action. Oh yeah, so this person can't make any bonus actions.
Aha. All right, and I get multi-attack if I hit. So I'll just continue targeting him and shoot again.
Say it isn't so. We're still allowed to like Weezer, right? I mean, even though that the one
Still at disadvantage.
the one member did horrible things.
I guess. That's probably not going to be good enough.
Yep, you missed.
Oh well. Until next time, Sarundala.
And I'm just going to assume that Alexandria wants to run this guy through with the dagger. If not, say otherwise in the chat window.
It's funny, I get Alexandria's action tray come up on my left.
Oh, do you?
Every time it's her turn. Yeah. Weird.
Okay, so that means that you own her character, and that might be the problem. And she does run through. And hold on, let me go to Alexandria. And let me see if I can change it, because she might be able to control her own character. Smite Force, Alexandria. Configure ownership. Nope, it is not. None. Save. All right, let's see if that helped. All right, let me go back to the chat. Looks like someone sent something. Imagine it. All right, so retargeting, and boom. Boom goes the Venom Dagger. Roll. Boom. And roll it. Normal. And what happens here? Anything good? Normal hit. And falls to the ground. First falls to his knees, but the dagger is lodged squarely in his abdomen, and Alexander inadvertently cuts up his abdomen. His guts spill on the floor, and he falls to the ground. Is that better than exploding, guys, or is that too much? Doing my best.
Pretty great.
All right, so Toph sees that you have things under control, and is going to head here. Target this person. And she says, as she pulls out her +2 longsword, Alaka, and then just as the sword comes down, she says, Alaka, Zam!
Bam.
And that Zam bops this dude right on the noggin. And no sooner, it's almost as if it bounces up off this cultist's robed head, that she does the same exact thing. And if it seems to you guys like I'm not playing your characters when you're not here with like all of the fever that you would, it's because I don't know all your characters, so I have to stick to pretty basic stuffs. Man, he is hurt. Like this guy, he's very hurt. Blood everywhere. That ends her turn. So Duran is up. You are prone. Takes half your movement to stand up.
All right. So before I try to stand up, I am going to use my action because I can do an action still. It doesn't say I can't do actions.
Yep, you can still do actions.
And looking around me, I'm like, oh crap, I'm in a bit of trouble. So I reach into my pocket or my pouch, pull out a yellow gem, and I smash it on the floor between the two cultists, calling forth Earth Elemental.
Ah.
Yeah, like right there.
If you would do me a favor, all of you guys, in the future, if you're going to do something like that, can you tell me in advance, like a whisper to me? If you know. so that I can be ready for it. So hold on 1 second.
Sorry, I just thought of that because I was trying to figure
no,
out
it's
what I
okay.
was gonna do.
And what are you summoning?
Earth Elemental.
Earth Elemental. Earth Elemental enters the fray. Hold on. What's going on here? Oh, I know why. Hold on, I gotta. And I liked his name so much, but unfortunately, I didn't drag him into the thing properly. Hold on, he'll be back in 2 seconds. And da-da-da-da-da-da. Update. And you said Earth. And he's going to get a new name, but let's hope it's still awesome. So he comes in, boom. And his name is Bobbert. So that's not bad. All right, so he pops in the place. And can you remove that elemental gem from your inventory, please?
Yes, I can.
Now, you summoned him, but he doesn't get to go, right?
No, but he does need to have be put in the order in the.
He is.
I don't know what we permanent. Yes, please remove that. Okay. And then with that, I will push myself and stand up, so I'm no longer prone for my movement, and that ends my turn.
Yep, you still have half your movement if you want it.
No, it takes full movement, doesn't it, to stand up?
From prone is half movement.
No, because pretty much anywhere I move, someone would get a opportunity attack on me. But
yeah, true.
I have to leave because I have to go interview someone for the UI team. So
I'm right behind you. So we're gonna do Stefanos' turn, and then we're gonna end for the day. So about.
Yep.
All right, Stefanos.
While I'm here next to Tempe, I'm going to do a protection from poison.
Thanks.
Target Tempe, protection from poison, a spell. And then I'm going to make a movement towards the mystic, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Oh crap! Hold on, I'm gonna move you back and then back in because I forgot. I missed your. You ended your turn before I could do the spirit roll.
Oh. Sorry.
So let's see if this works now. There we go. Okay. All right. So when we play next, you guys have dispatched a whole lot of people, but there still looks like there's some sort of a ranged cultist. There's what is clearly a leader, a spider, and what's left of Mystic Sarandala. But you do have Tempe, so you got that going for you. Any questions before we roll? I'll see if I can speed the game up. I'm gonna keep removing stuff.
Welcome back to the fray, Tyrros.
Yeah,
No
nice to
worries.
move. Wasn't it nice to move your character after 10 weeks or however long it's been?
Oh my lord! I got to
All
do
right.
something.
All right, I'll see you guys.